Fresh, cheesy, crunchy, simple cooking at its best. This is my version of a Korean omelette. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Wok Wednesdays. It's Cher here at School of Wok, which is London's premier Asian cookery school. We are going to be making Korean omelette. Super easy, nice bit of a snacky treat. Mari, okay? So you just need kind of some vegetables. Usually, traditionally, well, classically, you get your carrot and your spring onion, get a nice kind of contrast in terms of colors. We're just going to finally chop up our carrot and then also finally slice up our spring onions. Super easy. It's a really delicious little snack for any time of the day. Just gonna top and tail the carrot with my nakiri knife or nakiri style knife. Half that, just so that it's kind of a manageable situation for me. So you don't want anything that's too long or too big. I'm just going to square off this carrot here, just so that I get nice little dices. So just kind of taking a bit off and then just having the carrot on its flat side down. I'm just going to essentially square around the outside of the carrot so that I end up with a nice kind of rectangular block of carrot. And then from here, I'm just going to create my very even, thick planks or thick slices. Really love how all of these new School of Wok knives kind of slice through really cleanly. Really nice kind of thing to use. So I'm just going to cut down to make my little julienne or little matchsticks. And with a spring onion, it's super easy. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice it across the ring. But maybe just to make my job a little bit easier, I'm just going to maybe half this on spring onion, bring this forward. So we're just kind of doubling it up so that I don't have to spend too much time cutting it. And a really good way to tell when you've got a sharp knife is when you're looking at the rings, they're not crushed or anything. They still have that lovely round shape. And this is exactly what I've got here because I've got a nice sharp knife. We are going to crack up some eggs and get this mixture going. So into this jug, I'm going to say about minimum 3 to 4 eggs here. I mean, it is very sort of a fun recipe. You can kind of make it your own. Some people like to get some ham in it. I like to get some cheese in it. So, you know, it's whatever you've got lying in the fridge and whatever you want to use up. So just a really quick whisk. But before I do that, I'm just going to get some salt in there. It just helps to salt your eggs a little bit earlier in advance, and maybe just a little bit of pepper because the salt will help to also just break down the eggs a little bit faster as well. Because when you're after a snack, people, ain't got no time, I'm telling you. So whisk this up really well. Don't really want to see any bits of egg whites kind of sort of floating around, so as uniform a mixture as possible. And then we're just going to add in our vegetables or whatever it is you are getting in there. So all of my spring onions can go in. And my beautifully diced, may I say so myself, carrots can go in. And then we're just going to just kind of gently mix that through. And that is literally my mixture ready to go. So I'm going to preheat my pan over here. So it's kind of at a sort of a medium to low temperature. You don't really want a high heat for this because you don't want too much of the egg to actually set before you're ready to add in another bit of egg. You'll see what I mean in a bit, okay? So I'm going to heat up my pan here, just, you know, medium-ish heat, a little bit of oil just to help things along. Because you definitely want something that's going to be kind of non-stick, that you can actually get your omelette out without any problems, okay? And you're not looking for like a really hot pan in any case because you don't want the omelette to completely set straight away because you do have a little bit of the carrot in there. So you want to make sure you have sort of a heat that's enough, basically. Every now and then I just give it a bit of a jiggle just to make sure I've got a completely round pan. And then we'll just let that sort of hang out, chill for a couple of minutes. Don't walk away, obviously just watch it. and then the edges should start to kind of set really nicely. So the edges are just setting a little bit now, so, and nice and firm as well. So I'm just going to very, very, very gently just kind of get underneath your omelette with like a silicone spatula or something similar. And I'm just gonna very, very gently get there underneath, roll this up away from me. And at this point, really quite delicate, so you want to be, well, delicate with it, okay? And then we're just going to press down ever so slightly every time you do a roll up. And then just before we get to the end bit here, I'm just going to get underneath, make sure that I can move the entire omelette. I'm just going to scoop it down a little bit. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more of that egg mixture filling in that bit there. Just so it kind of joins up with whatever I've got going in the center. I'm just going to jiggle that a little bit, a little jiggity, jiggity, jiggity. And I'm just going to let that sit and then let that set, and then I'm just going to roll this omelette back again over the bit that's cooked. Looking at that jiggliness of it all, just looking for that set bit of the egg, and I'm just going to go in with a tiny bit of, who am I kidding here, with a lot of mozzarella. Why not? I'm just going to line them all up like so. Because I like mine cheesy. You can put whatever you want in it. I mean, lots of people put like ham and chicken and stuff like that. Same thing, we're just going to fold over, press down slightly, just let everything kind of set really nicely. And once the bottom bit's loosened, then I'm just going to, again, shimmy this back towards the center and then carry on adding more of that omelette mixture. And then you just kind of repeat and you keep going until you have a nice big omelette roll, people. Right, and then the last bit here, because it's becoming quite a big omelette, we do need to stop at some point. Just gonna quickly give it a bit of a jiggle, see if it's moving. And then with this, I'm just gonna turn the heat off because it's pretty much set here. I don't want to overcook the middle of the omelette. Lift up, and then we are just going to pack this down really nicely. And we're just going to let that settle for a bit, about a minute or so, and then we're going to slice this up really nicely. Great, so onto the chopping board. I'm just going to, well, usually I just trim off the sides because it just neatens everything up, makes it a little bit more presentable. Kind of bite-sized chunks. So the great thing about a nakiri knife like this, you can just scooch it underneath and then just lift that, and oh my goodness me, look at that cheese pull already. It's happening, people. So I'm just gonna place it in here, and I'm just gonna fan this out ever so slightly so you get to kind of see what's on the inside. But my goodness me, look at that. Woo. You know what, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not even gonna wait for the team to take photo, but look at that, beautiful colors, etc. That's it for this episode of Wok Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed the omelette. Do make it. It's so quick and so easy. If you like this video, do check out the other videos that we've got on the channel. And don't forget to also hit the like and subscribe button. And I shall see you the next time. Take care.